Hey, I'm Coach Katie Clayman, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Kings and queens go hard. Rise and star on the big scene. Make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat. Don't settle for less. They put you through that test. Your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
SLT Nation! Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. That's right. We are searching and we are finding rising stars in our communities who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. And today, hey, ain't no play, man, because we got her all the way from High Point University, 7 years coaching in the game, former Clemson Tiger, former Oregon Duck, and she just super dope and has won in every stop on her way. Let's give it up. A round of applause for Katie Clayman. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing good. That is one heck of an intro. That was amazing.
Welcome to the show. I was trying to make Playman rhyme with Clayman, but it was a bust. It's okay. It's okay. We get better. We gonna get better as we go forward through this show. But hey, check this out. If this is your first time checking out Sports Life Talk, me and my homie, I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the OG, all thing, everything, louisiana. Put your L's up for me. That's right. Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, my partner in crime, the quiet storm, the head coach KT. How you feeling, Kev?
B. Jones, I'm feeling great today, man. We got Katie in the house. Let's turn up, man. Let's go. Let's do it for High Point. Let's go.
We got Katie in the house. I like that, man. We might start that little beat off like that. All right, check this out, High Point. I think this is our first time going. Where's High Point at, Coach? What part of the country is High Point located in?
High Point University is in North Carolina, so we're in the Triad. So we're close to Greensboro and Winston-Salem.
Oh, I know.
Far from Charlotte and Raleigh, too.
Well, I know North 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐶. Okay, so High Point, show us some love. It is the time for you to make a difference. That's right. You can make an impact and help this platform to keep this amazing momentum of 2023 going. We have found so many amazing, talented individuals and so many stories, but we can't do it without you. And you can help us out, and it won't cost you a penny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count down from 3. And then I'm going to start doing a lot of hooting and hollering and making some noise. And when I do that, I need you, that's right, you, to smash that subscribe button. All right, Coach Katie, are they rocking with us?
They better.
I know it's a dude out there named Flynn. He rocking with us. I know Flynn going to be out there rocking with us. So, all right, here we go. On the count of 3. Let's go, High Point. Let's do it like we true to it. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, welcome to the Sports Life Talk family. That's right. We don't take family lightly. We don't do fans. We don't do followers. We do family. So if you smash that subscribe button, let me know right now. Go in our chat and do a fire emoji, a fist bump, something. Let us know that you are now part of the Sports Life Talk family. But Kevin, have you ever heard of the walk-on? The story called The Walk-On?
Yes, I have.
All right, well, we gonna talk about the walk-on today. We're gonna take y'all on a journey of perseverance, of determination, of a heart the size of Alaska. Y'all hear me? That's right, we got in the building. Coach Clayman, are you ready for the Sports Life Talk initiation?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, let's get to know Coach Clayman, KT.
All right, Coach. To initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
I'm just going to go off the top of my brain. Jason Aldean, Britney Spears, Taylor Swift, Drake, and Tim McGraw. Country.
Now, I want to tell you this about Tim McGraw. I like a little country, but my favorite song ever by a country artist is She's My Kind of Rain. by
Yeah.
Tim McGraw. Have you heard that one, B?
No, but I know I like to walk by faith like Tim McGraw. Is he still with Faith?
Yeah, they still together.
Oh yeah.
Whenever I say I'm walking by faith, like I was Tim McGraw. You heard me? So let's go. Hey, Jason Aldean is a good one though, Kevin. She
it is.
That's
He
kind
was
of unique.
my favorite all the way growing up.
Drake and then you know, even when we don't have an NBA young boy or Lil Wayne, we still brought it back to Louisiana. Well, it's Britney. Hey, I almost said it, Coach.
I mean, that's who I wanted to be when I grew up. I wanted to be Britney for the longest time. So, got to roll with her still.
Yeah, but you just had to make it about you in Louisiana, huh? Just somehow you put Louisiana in it, right, B? Goodness. All right, Coach. What we like to do, we like to rank everybody's top 5, right? And with a top 5 like that, B. Jones, I can't give her anything less than 5.
What you gonna do, man?
You know what, man? Because I don't want High Point to be mad at me. But I really did like her top 5. I really did. I do. We're gonna give her 12 for a top 5. Give her 12. So now I got that Britney Spears song, "I'm a Slave for You" in my head. I'm not gonna sing it, but I got it in my head right now. All right, Coach. So who is your favorite? What's that?
You, Coach, you learn a lot about somebody when you say, "What's your first Britney song?" Cause see, I'm sitting up here thinking like, "Oops, we did it again." He over there, it's a slave. He over there talking like,
"I'm a slave for you." She got that one. Don't let me be the last to know. I know some Britney Spears songs.
I do too. But you could have went a little softer. Come on, brother.
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing about Coach says soft. I'm sorry. So I had to go hard. All right, Coach. So who is your favorite superhero and why?
I'm going to have to go with Spider-Man just because I just saw the movie and it was amazing. It was like the comic book one. And I mean, it was 3 hours of just good movie. So I'd have to go with Spider-Man.
That movie was
awesome. It was really good. It was like, it was kind of crazy. I was exhausted from watching it because it was really long. I was fully engaged the whole time.
You talking about the animated one, right?
Yes. Yep.
B. Jones. It's for animated movie. It's action all throughout.
So do I need to watch any other previous movie before I watch this one?
No, it's like Spider-Verse is what they call
it.
Yeah,
did you watch the first one? The first Spider-Verse one? Miles Morales, B?
No.
I did watch the first one, but I can't remember it all that well. It was more like him learning his powers and stuff like that.
Okay, you can watch it, but then just go watch it. It was great. All right, so since every good superhero needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
That's a good question. Well, I love Taylor Swift, but I'm gonna go with Jason Aldean, "Dirt Road Anthem," just because it's my favorite song. So you put the Spider-Man with the country song, you know, it doesn't really fit, but we're gonna try it.
Well, sing it for us, Coach. I ain't heard that one.
I am such a bad singer. You do not want.
I thought we were gonna get her to do it.
I thought we was that close, but Coach, you could have gave us a lick or just one of the balls.
Ask me again in 10 minutes, maybe.
All right. We gonna ask you again before this thing get out of here.
All right. So if you could shadow anyone for a week and learn from them, they could be either dead or alive. Who would it be and why?
Oh my gosh, there's so many good people. I would probably do Pat Summitt. I just feel like I have always looked up to her, and obviously never got to meet her. So that would be a dream come true to just follow her for a day.
B. John, could you imagine if we could have got Pat Summitt on You Got Next?
Bro,
oh my God.
It'd be over. It would have been over.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, Coach Pat. All right. So what is something that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
I mean, everything. Just the perseverance. I mean, we were talking about it with the walk-on mentality, just perseverance, you know, everything. Some days are really, you know, highs and lows, and you just gotta, you know, stick with it and trust the process of, you know, what is your intention of that day. And I mean, there's so many different things you could bring every day, but just that daily perseverance of what is your purpose in life, and, you know, what are you doing to serve others in that.
All right. How would your 10-year-old self react to what you're doing now?
She'd be so proud, because I'm telling you, like, I was 10 years old. I was like a complete tomboy, wore basketball jerseys every single day to school. Maybe like some football jerseys were in there too, because I played football up until like, I don't know, 7th grade. But I was a diehard Minnesota Gopher. 2004, they went to the Final Four. Lindsey Whalen, Janelle McCarville, Pam Borton, and like, I didn't even know that you could do this as a job. I mean, I guess I should have known, because, you know, there's Pam Borton, but she would be so proud. the little 10-year-old, just that I get to, take care of these, young ladies every single day, talk basketball, travel all over the world for, this mission.
All right, so B and I, we're going to produce a movie centered around you. We're going to call it Clayman Katie. Y'all get it? With Clayman Katie. The one thing we are missing is a lead actress.
Yeah.
Who should we get to play you in the story of your life?
Well, when Kelly Graves came to Oregon, like the first month, he wouldn't even call me by my first name because we have the same name, KG, right? And he just thought I looked like Amanda Seyfried. So I'm going to have to go with her from
100%. That was going to be my goal. That was going to be my guess.
Like,
she's in Mamma Mia, right?
Rebounding, and he'd be like, good job, Amanda. I'm like, dude, my name is not Amanda. It's because we have like these wider eyes. I get it. But, it's a Norwegian thing. And so it's a compliment. So I'm going to go with Amanda Seyfried.
All right. So could Katie Clayman, the Hooper, play for your current head coach, Chelsea Banbury? If so, why?
Can I phone a friend and ask her?
This initiates you on the hot seat, coach.
No, I think so. I'm in my prime, so why not, right? Her style 1 through 5, dribble, pass, and shoot. And so I can shoot the 3 and I can rebound. So let's go. And I love setting screens. So you got to have a high IQ to play for Chelsea. And so I like to pride myself on that. So I think I could. I'm a way better coach than I am a player, though. So we should probably just keep it at coaching.
All right. How tall are you, coach?
I'm 6 foot.
Yeah, you can tell you're pretty tall. So B. Jones, don't try to challenge her to a game on my behalf. I'm canceling it right now.
Scared.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I am. All right, coach. So this is probably the most important question in the initiation.
Mm-hmm.
When we come to High Point to check y'all out, what is that one food spot that we just got to go to that gets your stamp of approval?
Well, you're in North Carolina, so you should come for the barbecue, right? But you're coming for High Point University, and we have 2 5-star restaurants right on campus that our kids have.
On campus?
On campus, meal swipe, everything. 5-star steakhouse called Prime. And I have never, in all the schools I have ever visited, I've never seen anything like it. So take you to the steakhouse right on campus.
Well, B. Jones, I may be
that East Coast
to High Point today. I may
kind of say
steakhouse on campus.
On campus.
On campus. You can go there once a week as a student and just cut into that big old juicy ribeye.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Right now?
This place is unreal. Like,
so wait a minute. I can use my meal card at a steakhouse.
Correct.
Lord have mercy.
That's not the only place. There's another place, the Mediterranean Aloe. It's attached to our arena. That's 5-star. And then we have another place that's coming in called, it's going to be a hibachi. So once a week you can use, they are 5-star, legit 5-star. Like we took a chef from High Point that was one of the best chefs in town. And now he just works for High Point University for these kids. It's unreal. Like I've never seen anything like
that's a recruit tool. Like
that is recruiting.
I don't have to sell anything. I literally just, the kid comes and it's all here for them. It's unreal.
I can't wait to get to High Point, KT. Yeah. Move that one up on the list because we got to go out there ASAP.
Well, no, we're going for Coach B. Jones first, then the food section. Okay.
Coach. I'm just messing with you, Coach Clayman.
If you hit that subscribe button or thinking about doing so, please do. Leave us your top 5 music artists, your theme song, and your favorite superhero in the comments. And finally, go to our website, yougotnext.com, to learn more about us and our other family members from our You Got Next series. Now, allow me to turn it over to B and our newest play sister, Coach Katie Clayman. So B. Jones, go ahead and take it away, brother.
Clayman the Cayman. Y'all know what a cayman is? Y'all don't know what a cayman is. It's a it's a small alligator that goes around. They ferocious though. They real ferocious. So never mind. Second strike. I'm gonna try again before we get out of this thing. I'm gonna try one more time. But hopefully I can hit it. All right, Coach, this is your moment. Jason Aldean, Dirt Road Anthem. Go.
Chilling on a dirt road. Lady swerving like a George Jones. I literally love this song, but that's it.
Good one,
right. Yeah, you did it, Coach. You did it. We go. Yeah, y'all. We show some love for Coach Clayman. All right, Coach. We gotta take this thing back because what you got, what you're made of, what you're built from, it's a different type of stock, right? That they don't just make the Katie Clayman edition a lot. So you got to tell us about growing up out there in Annandale. And I saw it was called another like Mineral Lake or something like that. I can't remember. I saw Maple Lake or something like that. Yeah, so it was Maple Lake / Annandale. Now you tell us what it was like growing up out there, and when did you fall in love with basketball?
I mean, I had such a good childhood. I have 3 older brothers, and my parents had me late. They didn't think that they could get pregnant, so they were like in their 40s. I had brothers that were 14, 12, and 9 when I was born, so I was the only girl, way younger, so I had to keep up, and they were involved in all those sports. And so Annandale is a really small town. It's about 2,500, no stoplight. They got McDonald's way after I graduated high school, so there really wasn't anything to do besides live on the lake and play all the different sports. And so I was just super blessed to have great coaches and great friends growing up, so played all the sports I could: volleyball, basketball, track, ski racing family. My middle name is actually Peekaboo after Peekaboo Street because I was born in 94 when she won the Olympics. So that's kind of wild. Playing all the water sports, softball, basketball was definitely always my favorite. And honestly, basketball it's so easy because you just pick up a ball and you find a court somewhere outside, and that's basically where I learned was my driveway. And none of my brothers really were that passionate about basketball. It was more other sports. And so I would have my mom and dad and my brothers rebound for me. And so from a young age, it became my favorite sport. I was actually on this co-ed team with Kirby Puckett's son, and I was in like 2nd grade, and, it was a co-ed team. I played well, supposedly, and Kirby came up to me after the game, and I had no idea who it was. And my brother's like, "Oh my gosh, do you know who that was? He just said you're really good." And so I think like that's maybe like when it started to click, is when like my brothers were saying stuff like that. But lived in this small town, so I actually was a varsity 4-sport athlete. Basketball was always my favorite. I ended up becoming really, really good in track, like a top 50 kid in the nation for shot and discus, broke some school records and was competing nationally. And my brother, my oldest brother, was my track coach. And so kind of like my sophomore year of high school, I just decided like I want to go Division I for track. Because it was really only looking for like D2 for basketball. But I didn't play any club basketball. I played like a summer league basically for club. And so just thought that was my way to go Division I. So then I decided to go track, and I obviously was getting some offers, and ultimately decided to go to Oregon. And that's kind of just where if you're talking about miracles and Jesus, like he was looking out for me, because I had the opportunity to do both at Oregon, but I didn't know until December, of my freshman year that it was even an option. So I am super grateful that I'm here, because it was a greater plan for me to kind of get where I was. And, I couldn't say more good things about my childhood and how supportive my parents and my brothers were of just, me being a little multi-sport athlete in a really, really small town.
Well, man, that's actually a cool story. Mm-hmm. But let's take this thing to Oregon, since you already kind of kicked it off and you started the Oregon conversation. Because as we look in the background, y'all see those jerseys. That's not somebody else. That's actually hers. That's her maiden name on the back of those jerseys, and that's pretty fire. Kevin, have you seen somebody with a setup that like that when they come on the show?
No, I was going to see if I can get a signed autographed jersey myself, BJ.
Okay, I like this one way more than mine. Sabrina's way cooler.
Okay, so that's 𝐼𝐚𝐧𝐭's jersey over there?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it says, she signed it for me when it was her senior. She says, "Katie, miss you. Thanks for helping me commit. Love you. Be good, Sabrina." And then I have the name tag like made from, just online, a guy that makes the name tags. And I had him put best college basketball player ever, Sabrina, 2K, 1K, 1K.
That's dope.
That thing is like my most prized.
So what does she mean by "thank you for helping me to commit"?
So I was a senior when she was a senior in high school. And, they, Kelly and Mark and that whole staff did such a good job of recruiting her. And, we were so busy with our games. And so she didn't really have a host. She would come up with her AAU coach to some games. And so finally, like after a couple visits, we didn't really have that close of a relationship with her as current players, because we were kind of on our way out. And like, she was like, obviously the star of that class that they were trying to get. And I just finally was like, Sabrina, like, you want to hang out? And she's like, yes, finally, somebody asked me. So we showed her what it was like to have a good night in Eugene. And so I think, you know, she didn't commit right after that, but she kind of jokes that, you know, that was kind of the kickstart. But ultimately, it was those coaches did an amazing job recruiting her, and generational player. And so just as an Oregon Duck, like, I'm just so happy that she, you know, we're both alumni of University of Oregon and what she's done to that program.
Well, I tell you what, when Sports Life Talk, when I get $1 billion in my account, or probably even less than that, I vowed to make a documentary on the greatest team to never win a championship in women's college basketball. And that's because of COVID stripped those young ladies of that opportunity to go play in that tournament that year. I'm still convinced, without a doubt, Oregon would have a ring right now. But let's go back to your story. Let's go back to your story, because you had to make that decision to go to Oregon. Coming from Minnesota, it's quite a bit of ways, and then you went there, and then you had to literally walk on. And to me, that tells that's a fearless type of mentality. Like, hey, I'll figure out the money side of this. My parents, some kind of education. The money will work itself out. I just want to get on this court and get an opportunity to play on this team. What made you decide to go ahead and give it a shot? And even though you had these other Division I offers in track, you chose to go to Oregon and walk on that basketball team.
Well, it's interesting. So I did track for Oregon. And so I started training in August of my freshman year. And then I was obviously like missing basketball, but that was normal because it's the first time in my life I'm just doing one sport. Right. So I was an Oregon athlete for track, and it's obviously not a full scholarship. And so it was like in December, I was shooting hoops before I was going to go home for a couple weeks for Christmas break, because track, we didn't need to stay over Christmas break. And so I had access, and I got to know a practice player for women's basketball. He's like, I'll rebound for you. And so then I'm like shooting baskets, and I'm like, I love it, because I'm like, it's been like 6-8 months since the last time I had probably hooped. And so little do I know is Coach Westhead, who was a coach at the time, and his assistants were behind me watching me like shoot. And so they were like in need of a walk-on because they had so many ACL injuries already in that first month. And he, runs the system, and he's a big time coach. And so he thought, he should try me out. So he that day he's like, let me put you through some drills. And I was like, were you in shape for this? And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I literally said a little prayer. I was like, God, please don't let me miss any shots right now. And I don't think I missed any shots that we ended up shooting for like 45 minutes. And so then I signed, that night they signed me, and not like a full scholarship or anything, but I had to go over to compliance and sign some stuff, and they're like, well, we'll get on the phone with your track coach, make sure it's okay, but we'd love for you to walk on this season, and who knows what will happen in the future, but we need you this season. And so then 2 days later, I'm headed to my first game against Illinois in the Big Ten in non-conference, and I don't remember how many minutes I played, but I think it was 8 or something, and I think I went 0 for 4 or whatever, but my whole family drove down. And in the span of 48 hours, I'm on the team. It was wild. And then, fast forward, I obviously wanted to play basketball. And so I ended up doing track for 2 out of the 4 years. And then, Kelly and his staff came my junior year, and I ended up earning a scholarship. But that's what I'm saying. It's my story is honestly a miracle that it all.
A miracle. That's why we got to have this movie. I'm getting Amanda Siegfried on the phone right after this. So just real quickly, tell us about that, because I got to watch the video, and it's pretty cool how they linked the video of you getting your offer. What was going on in your mind when you got news that you were going to get the full ride scholarship and your dreams come true?
I mean, my team just embraced me. I think I was laughing and crying all at the same time. And that was kind of I think I was one of the first walk-ons that they filmed it too, and actually presented it out loud. And so I was totally caught off guard. It was a spring open gym practice, and coach is going on and on about hard work. And all of a sudden he says I'm on scholarship. And it was a really cool moment.
Now, Coach, you said you were a better coach than you are a better player. So how would your players right now describe you as a coach? Let's just tell us the truth. If we had a player in the room right now, how are they going to describe Coach Katie Clayman?
They would say that I'm like very encouraging. Like I know my purpose is to encourage these girls. You know, obviously I'm a teacher first, and I'm a demanding. Like I don't let them slip by. But like, you know, if you had to put it all in one, you know, word, it's just like I'm just trying to encourage them and get to them to be the person and the player that they want to be. And I think I just do that with my everyday actions on the court, in my office, you know, traveling. Like I when you instill your belief in all these kids, like you really can get the most out of them. And so I had those coaches, and so I just feel like I'm paying it forward.
Now you've on the fast track. I mean, you guys at SUU, y'all went on to win the WAC. Y'all had a lot of success. When you first started, did you kind of felt it immediately, like this is where I'm supposed to be, or have you had to really work on, you know, not being Katie the player, the hard worker, the used to having to put forth extra effort and really letting that go and trusting others around you?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've always brought my walk-on mentality to coaching. I just, you know, I've really brought it with when it comes to recruiting or being in the office or being available for these girls at late hours or early hours to get in the gym. So I think it always kind of transcends. But no, I was totally ready to hang up the plane and like pay it forward to other girls. You know, like I can always just find that fit. Like you find that fix with like, I can go to the wreck and hoop, you know, like I don't need to go overseas. I don't need to like live in my glory days. Obviously you see the jerseys up because I like to represent, but no, like I am totally way happier as a coach than a player because I'm doing it for not myself. And so I felt like for those 22 years, it was kind of all about myself. And like, I've loved the past 7-8 years of just it not being about me. It's about our team, and it's about our greater purpose, and, you know, getting these girls to really believe in themselves and believe in each other and ultimately try to win championships all the time. That's the
Coach,
goal.
you seem like my kind of coach. Like I would love to hang out with you. It's like you have a lot of fun, even in your timelines or your social media. It's like a lot of fun, but then part of me also kind of feels like you don't take any moment for granted. Like, tell us what those conversations were like with the kids that you're trying to help them out, and they know that you literally are a miracle. And how do you explain to them or help them to see that every moment counts, right? Every practice, every lift session, every run, every workout, everything matters in this totality of this big picture.
Yeah, I mean, I just really try to get to know the kid and like what motivates them, you know, and with women, like a lot of them are perfectionists and, you know, and they have all these goals and those goals are great. But if they're not enjoying the process to hit those goals, then ultimately, like, why are you doing it? You know, so I just try to get to know them and try to see their greater picture of like what they want to accomplish. And then like, I totally just try to like help them accomplish that. And I honestly believe like if you believe in somebody and you're like their hype man, and like don't get me wrong, like my players would tell you that like I'm very demanding, like I can be hard on them, but like we're on the same team, so I'm ultimately just trying to help them, you know, see it for themselves and how they get there, and like basically figure it out faster than when I figured it out, you know.
Coach
Jones, I cannot wait till she gets her first head coach job. She already sounds like a head coach right now.
Coach, I bet she be at the practice like, hey, y'all okay? I know I've been hard on y'all. Now let's go over and let's get this steak. We all gonna sit down and eat this steak, and we're gonna do some reels, and we're gonna watch some Spider-Man. But y'all okay?
Honestly, probably
Coach Clayman still love y'all.
Work hard, play hard, love each other hard. Let's go at it again tomorrow.
All right, Coach. So what am I going to see when we get out there to come watch this High Point Lady Panther basketball team? What are we going to see out of this team?
I mean, I'm so excited. This team is like, they're good. And like, you know, Chelsea and her staff like have already established themselves as such a strong program. You know, they went to the NCAA 2 years ago, the NIT last year against Clemson, and like we're right there at the top. And we got a bunch of returners, and we got a bunch of kids coming back that were injured last year. And then we got 7 new kids, you know, and some grad transfers and some really good, you know, other transfers, JUCO. So I'm excited. Chelsea plays such a fun style. She came from Florida Gulf Coast. And so it's definitely It's a style that I have always wanted to like find out more about. Obviously, I've been under the Oregon tree, Tracy at Southern Utah, played for Kelly at St. Mary's, and that's the whole 𝐦𝐤𝐬 and the continuous ball screen action. And so now with Chelsea, you know, and I developed a bunch of post players at Southern Utah in Willamette, and now with Chelsea, it's 1 through 5 dribble, pass, shoot. You know, so all of our 5s can shoot, and we're all, you know, playing a bunch of screening actions to, you know, get great shots at the basket or the 3. And so it'll be fun for me as a coach just to learn, you know, because I'm definitely offensive minded, but I'm just going to try to provide value wherever I can.
Well, I tell you what, that coach that you just spoke about, Coach Chelsea, I swear behind scenes we've heard her name 4 or 5 times from other coaches talking about that Florida Gulf Coast system and how fast paced and how it's like chaos. Y'all play a total different style of basketball. I ain't gonna lie, I'm super excited about going to watch y'all play. But Coach, you know a little bit about some competition, right?
I think so.
Coach Clayman, welcome to the championship rounds. This is a part of the show. We're gonna have a little fun, all right? We're gonna play a game called Championship Rounds, which is our version of Would You Rather on steroids, okay? Now, do you know the rules of Would You Rather or this or that? Or I don't know. It's called many different. All right, so rules are very simple, Sports Life Talk Nation. Both KT and I are going to make a pitch to Coach Clayman. Coach selects one of those scenarios, and that host gains a point. The first host to get 2 points or the best out of 3 will win this episode's game of championship rounds. And I think I'm the champion. I think I'm the defending champion.
No, you're not.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you get started.
Remember, you won the first California show. I won the second one. But
Okay. That's right.
Yeah. I got to watch him coach. All right. Would you rather coach a player that you recruited and no one gave them a chance, who makes it to the Basketball Hall of Fame, and in their speech tells you they wouldn't be there without you, or
would you rather hire a grad assistant? Now, of course, this is assuming you're a head coach. You hire a grad assistant that's unknown. This is their first opportunity to coach. You give them that chance. They go on to this illustrious career, win a ring, and they say, hey, I'm part of the Katie Clayman coaching tree. I learned it all from that blueprint.
Oh, wow. Those are 2 really good options.
So you got to choose it. The point of this question
is... with the first. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to go with the first one, the player. With the whole thing.
There we go.
Because they're not good coach, they'll do it under somebody else's tree.
It's the wrong answer, Coach.
Yeah,
I needed you to say, I needed you to go the mentor route. It's okay, Coach. It's okay. We're going to get it right this round, okay? We're going to get it right this round. Here we go. Round number 2. Come on, Kevin.
All right, would you rather travel the world hosting your own food show on ESPNW, where you and the rest of the High Point coaching staff interview college coaches as they take you to their favorite places to eat in the towns that they coach in, or
Lord, anything else? Anything else you want?
Yeah, they want one. I mean,
good grief. All right, Coach.
Give me the point.
All right, Coach. Would you rather have Netflix come to High Point, be on campus for 2 years, film a Last Chance U style documentary where we get to see the good, the bad, the ugly? You know, it ain't gonna all be pretty on this show, but we're gonna give you guys a recruiting platform like no other. We're gonna be up close and in person with High Point University.
I'm picking Last Chance U one.
Yeah,
High Point University deserves the TV show. I'm telling you right now.
All right, Coach, we tied up and we go into round 3, which is the money round. All right, here we go. So round 3, Kevin and I, we go live every Wednesday nights, and we do it's just a live show. We just have fun. We talk about entertainment, pop culture, fashion, music, food, everything. But I do a segment on there called The Drop, which we talk about sneakers. So Kevin and I have grown this affection for sneakers. We're true bona fide sneakerhead. Please don't challenge us. I promise y'all we got heat. Go back and watch all of the last 100 episodes if you don't believe us. But with that being said, Coach, before the show, KT and I, without your knowledge, we selected a pair of sneakers that we thought represented you. Okay, so we go. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna count down to 3, and you're going to say, "Hold that sneaker." When you do, we're gonna put the shoes up on the screen. Whichever sneaker you select for round 3 has major ramifications, because that post will not only win round 3, but they will win this episode and claim glory. All right, Coach. You ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hold that sneaker. Oh, Jordans.
Wait, they both Jordans. You got to call out a host. Which one? The head coach of the Mouth of the South?
The head coach.
Oh! coach. No.
Well, Jordan, that tells you how much I know.
Oh man!
Hey, you know what? My heart told me. I'm gonna tell you. I'll show you after the show, Coach. I'm gonna show you after the show that my heart told me to do, and I went against my heart.
Let me bask in my glory real quick. Thank you so much, Coach.
You're welcome.
And 2 words that I love to hear on this show, and still. Look, B, I'm still the champion. All right.
Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt, Coach. That one hurt. All right, High Point. I need all my High Point Panthers to log in right now and leave in the comment.
Well, they're not going to go against their coach, B. Jones, so I'm still going to win.
I need the fans of High Point. I need the administration. I need the president of High Point to come on here and talk about how she left meat on that bone. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, our president would. Our president's awesome.
All right, Katie Clayman, this is your moment. The title of the show is Sports Life Talks. You got next. In your own words, Coach Clayman, we know you're 7 years into this thing and you got a long way to go. But tell us, what does the future hold for you, Coach?
Day by day. I mean, I'm so blessed to be here at High Point University. And everybody's been so kind. Obviously, I started last month, but I just feel super grateful to be here. And I mean, be coaching the Panthers. And I mean, I'm telling you guys, this place is unreal. You have to come to see it, to believe it. But I think you're going to be hearing about High Point University for a long time.
All right, well, tell them about it. You know what? All right, I'm going to turn the clock on, Coach. You got 30 seconds. Give us your dopest recruiting pitch to some young lady who watching this show right now who considering High Point. Why should they come play for you and Coach Chelsea? Let's go.
You should come to High Point because it is in the hoop state, first of all, with a bunch of great schools. But we have a chance to go to the NCAA tournament every single year. I mean, we play in the Big South and we have great resources for all of our student athletes. This arena is unreal. Practice facilities, locker room, coaches that care about you. And then just, first class everything with the arena, with we got #1 dorms in the nation, #1 dining in the nation. It's unreal. So you just have to come here to believe it, to see it. But it's the people that make it so special. Everybody's been so kind to my husband and I since we've gotten here, and we honestly just feel like it's such a blessing that we've ended up here at High Point University.
And you get free meat. I'm talking about steaks. I'm talking about Mediterranean. I'm talking about the whole works. You heard me? And we got hibachi coming in 2024. So buckle up.
No, fall 2023.
Oh, even better.
That was a good one, B. All right, Coach, do you have any shout outs you want to give?
I want to shout out my High Point team, because they've been awesome, and I can't wait to, they're all coming back in July, and can't wait to get the ground running, hit the ground running. So it'll be fun.
All right, Coach. I don't feel irresponsible if I didn't give you a chance to talk about your husband a little bit. So give us 30 seconds.
Give him a minute, Kevin, because this man had to go through 3 older brothers. He had to go through 3 older brothers to get that, man. That boy Flynn. Hey, sir, I salute you.
Flynn and I just we're just such a great team. Obviously, he's my biggest supporter. I'm his biggest. We got married last month. He's here on the men's side at High Point, and they're going to be really good too. They got the men's coach, Al Huss from Creighton, who is an associate. And so now Flynn is an associate on the men's side. And so again, we had great careers at Southern Utah. We obviously fell in love there, and won a couple championships. And now we're kind of, in North Carolina at High Point University. And we feel super great to be here. But Flynn is literally the best coach in the family. So we're a basketball family, but I am giving him the crown. Nobody outworks that guy. I can't wait to see what's, in his future, because of just the person and the character and how hard he works and how much he believes in his guys. And he's so good at what he does. I literally learn things every time, every day on the court when I watch him. And then just on his phone calls, I'm like, oh, I need to remember that with, recruiting or High Point. And so we just bounce ideas off of each other, and it's fun. It's really fun because ultimately we have the same job, right? But there's just so many different perspectives.
So he the reason why research was he the reason why I had to spend an extra 24 hours researching, because I didn't realize it just happened a month ago. So I'm like, man, this coach is unknown. Katie Clayman. All I got is 1 or 2 articles, and then finally, so I start reading articles. They said formerly Katie Grice, and then I Googled Katie Grice, and all kind of stuff started popping up.
Yeah.
The walk-on video, all stuff. So thank you for that one, Flynn. But y'all look like y'all had a hell of a fire party. I wish I would have been there.
I highly encourage weddings and marriage because that's so much fun. I knew it would be fun, but I didn't know it was going to be that much fun.
That's dope.
My old coach at Oregon was there, Kelly, and his whole family, and we played the Oregon song "Shout." And I'm telling you, like, we were like rocking it, and then down low, it was so fun. That song's so good, but it's obviously an Oregon legend song.
Yeah, coach, it's fun until y'all argue about what y'all gonna eat every day. So just be ready for that.
when he look at you and be like, I told you, run the pick and roll. All y'all had to do was how y'all lose that game. You know what I'm saying? Are you coaching them up? Do y'all ever coach each other up?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, and he was a head coach at CBI this last year at Southern Utah when their coach, he was interim head coach for a little bit. And so I had just stopped playing with my team. We went to Notre Dame in the NCAA tournament, and then we ended up losing. And so instead of taking the charter flight back to Cedar, I was like, I need to go see, my fiance coach his first Division I head coaching, game.
That's dope.
And so my flight got delayed. And so I end up flying into Orlando, and I'm like sitting on the flight, like, oh my gosh, maybe I should just get an Uber, cause time's a ticking. I got like an hour drive. So I end up showing up like 5 minutes into the game, and it was unreal. We win the game, and like, it's so emotional afterwards in the locker room with those guys, and like how happy he was and how happy the team was for him. And I'm just glad that I was there. But like, those are the moments that like, I wouldn't miss for the world. And so, you look back on moments like that. I don't know if you guys saw it, but one of our kids, Sharita Doherty, she hit this game-winning shot, like to send us into the semifinals for the WAC tournament. And otherwise we were going to get upset. We're down 2 points, right? With 3.5 seconds left. You guys are going to have to go back and look at this.
Is this the one where she did the reverse, like it wasn't a reverse layup, but she took it?
Sports Center #1 SVP. Yeah. Like, it was wild.
All right, I'm about to go look this one up. I missed that.
Oh my gosh, it's wild. So we're down to 3.5 seconds. Drop a play for like a post up, for her to get to the rim or get fouled. And she's got a great turnaround mid-range jumper. She ends up getting double team. Our other really good, offensive player gets a double team. Kid throwing it in, Sam, she steps out of bounds. Like, everything that would have could go bad is going bad. But Sharita catches it. She's like on her way to half court, just goes like this and makes the shot. And we end up winning like one on the buzzer.
I got to check that one out.
And then you replay these videos so many times, and you see it on Sports Center, and we're all going crazy. But Flynn and his dad, my father-in-law, are right behind the bench, just going wild, and so like, those are just the memories that you have like forever that we will never forget. And like, we know what we do, and our story is definitely not normal, but we just support each other. So it's fun, and we're on this journey together. So
that's dope.
He's a great teammate for sure.
All right, coach. So this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to work with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story. I want you to do the same thing. With that said, coach, who are you calling out? Who should have next?
Well, I'm going to actually call out somebody else than I thought I was going to. Avit Raghavan is a new assistant at Cal State Northridge. And so I'm going to call him out because he's going from Dobo to assistant. And so
all right, Avit.
Shout out.
You want to help me with the last name again? Raghavan?
Yeah, I think I got it right.
We just gonna say Coach Abbott. Coach A.
He's awesome. You guys will love him.
Coach, we want you to get on the show. You just got your ticket punched. You got a place here on the show to tell your story. We can't wait to have you on. We're gonna be reaching out to you real soon, so make sure you don't just ignore us and put us into the trash filter or whatever. Yeah. But Coach Katie Clayman, you got next. Hey, you a rising star. You are amazing. You passionate. I love your energy. I love your vibe. You are extraordinary and elite. You deserve a yeet. Coach Clayman, we appreciate you. Oops, we did it again. Yes, Sports Life Talk Nation. That's right. Hey, check this out. We want to leave y'all with a few announcements. First and foremost, thank y'all for watching another episode. It's been a blessing. This platform is amazing. I feel like I got one of the greatest jobs in America to hear these stories and to be able to give exposure. But listen, we need y'all help. We can't do it without you. So if you stuck around, that means you like the show. And if you like the show, help us grow and help us to grow. All you got to do is go to our social medias at Sports Life Talk. Any of them, one word, tag us in or whatever. Just follow us because we dropping content every day, giving you guys some gems to help you to have some inspiration and positivity every day. And you sitting there, you're like, man, we got to get our university. We got stakes better than High Point. I know that some of y'all thinking, well, we got Mongolian on our campus. Whatever y'all got, go to our website, SLT, You Got Next, right there. SLTyougotnext.com. Tap on the nominations button and tell us about yourself, your program, who you are, why you feel like you got next, because we would love to give you an audition and an opportunity to come on the show if it makes sense. All right. And then lastly, we kind of plugged it a little bit earlier today, but come hang out with us Wednesday nights. Right now, we're doing a one-way, right? You're just watching it. You're sitting there, you're working out, you're cooking, doing your homework or whatever. But on Wednesday nights, you can actually interact with us because we have the comments going. We go live. We talk about everything from sports to pop culture, entertainment, fashion. Like I said earlier, I talk sneakers on the show. So come hang out with us Wednesday nights at 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. Kevin, man, I'm still sick about the tennis, but I'm gonna let you close us out, man. Let's go. Let's go home.
About these right here? You upset about these?
Very. Because
okay.
I mean, yeah.
I
But
get
B. Jones.
that, right?
Yeah, but B. Jones, even when you lose though, man, you still win.
I know, because we finna get some of that hibachi and some of that steak. I can't wait.
So besides the steak, we had Coach on, man. We have a new family member.
That's right.
Coach, thank you so much for rocking with us. But now we talk about that food. We can't wait to get down there and eat. And whatever you need from us, that too. Whatever you need from us, please let us know and we got your back.
All right, Kevin, how does Slave go from Britney Spears? I don't know.
I'm a slave for you.
Sports Life Talk Nation. We love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another because together we are better. And keep dreaming big because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
See what's crazy is I knew you had next because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Life Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Life Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next is a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking Sports Life, talking this. Yeah. Sports Life, talking this.